Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and have I got an important report to share with you specifically in regards to America and Russia and the tension that is between the two countries. Now, with the new reports that I am about to show you, I cannot help but ask the question, is Russia about to land on our shores? Are we about to go to war with Russia? We know for quite some time that America has been provoking Russia, and there's lots of tension between them. Well, with that in mind, check out this new report from dailymail.co.uk, which states, Putin sacks every commander in his Baltic fleet in Stalin-style purge after top brass refusal to follow his orders to, quote, confront Western ships. According to the report, up to 50 officers of the fleet were fired alongside Vice Admiral Viktor Kravchuk and his Chief of Staff, Rear Admiral Sergei Povo, after they reportedly refused to follow orders to confront Western ships. It also details that reports in Russia are suggesting the purges follow an alleged cover-up of a submarine accident, flaws in recruitment and military construction projects. Now, with this story in mind, it makes one think, well, if Russia, according to the report, reportedly, it's not been fully confirmed, but there's definitely reports of this happening, has deliberately fired 50 of his naval commanders there simply because they would not confront American Western ships. Well, this has my alarm bells ringing saying, can we expect a war sometime soon? Now that's also to mention, or let's not forget what else happened recently. And this is according to dailymail.co.uk. Headline reads, Putin is preparing for World War III. Hundreds of military vehicles, including mobile ballistic missile launchers, take part in simulated launch drills across Russia. Footage reveals that up to 400 vehicles are taking part in this exercise in the Altai region. The vehicles include autonomous missile launchers, which are Topol-M, drones, and more. The purpose of this drill, according to that report, is to gain counter-sabotage skills. Now let's take what we do know about Russia. Number one, we know that America, or at least the Western countries, has been provoking Russia. That's my personal take. Many also follow that view. They are being provoked. Number two, we also know that Russia has been attacking ISIS. They've actually been going after the bad guy, whereas our leaders here in America are, well, they're arming them, giving them guns and weaponry and the whole 9 yards. These are things we know. The third thing we know about Russia is he does align with biblical prophecy. The country of Russia does. Now, if you are a Bible-believing Christian, then you believe, or there is multiple views on this, let me make that clear, but in the last days, we know that Russia very may likely play a part in latter days and come against Israel and line against her with other nations, specifically Persia, modern-day Iran, and the relationship is already there, and many speculate China as well. Now, with that in mind, we also have to remember that America is, quote, an ally of Israel. Well, we're an ally on paper, but in real life, well, that's another story. Nonetheless, on paper, we are an ally. So what will all that play in the end? Time's going to tell. Now, whether you like Putin, whether you like Russia, whether you like what he's doing or not, we have to consider all these facts together. Now, many speculate that he is part of the globalists or he's not part of the globalists. There's things on both sides. And let me be frank, I can't prove either or, but I think he definitely is a puzzle piece somewhere in the pie. Now, that aside, we have to remember one thing. Since Russia is being provoked and we are now seeing the fact that 50 of its naval officers have been laid off, reportedly because they will not go against Western ships. Well, again, it leads me to what I asked in the beginning of this video. Are we going to go to war with Russia if that happens, again, it's a question, then here's what will happen here in America. Whether you like Putin, whether you don't like Putin, whether he is a globalist, whether he is not a globalist, whether this or that doesn't matter. It was a great thing that he did standing against ISIS when no one else would. Nonetheless, if we go to war as a country, you can guarantee that people you know and love in our military will not come home, will not survive. That is the disturbing facts of war. Many civilians can also be impacted and infected by that as well, simply by some war between two countries because of tension. So I want to get out this video just as a warning and keep your eyes open, for we are already on the brink of a war as it is. Go back to World War I and World War II, and we see similar ties then that are happening today. Alliances are being made. Secret deals are being done under the door. Secret alliances are being formed. One country is shaking hands with another country while turning his back on another. Well, that can only end in disaster, and that can only end in the deaths of people in war. So anyhow, what I want to do is just tell you, keep your eyes open, because we are living in the latter days.